Hulkamania's timing is perfect. I've been yelling and screaming and getting my message.
In a private and emotional farewell, wrestling icon Hulk Hogan was laid to rest in a solemn ceremony held in Clearwater, Florida, the city he long called home. Surrounded by a close circle of family, friends, and wrestling peers, the service marked the end of an era, not just for professional wrestling, but for millions who grew up chanting his name and believing in the unstoppable power of Hulkamania. A humble send-off for a colossal figure. Though known worldwide for his larger-than-life persona, signature handlebar mustache, and unforgettable catchphrases like, "What you gonna do, brother?" Hulk Hogan, born Terry Eugene Bollea, was given a quiet and respectful send-off in accordance with his personal wishes. Held in a small chapel nestled in the heart of Clearwater, the service was intimate and understated, in stark contrast to the roaring stadiums and blinding spotlights that once defined his life. Hogan had reportedly requested a low-key ceremony, choosing to emphasize legacy, love, and remembrance over spectacle. Family at the heart of the farewell. The most emotional moments of the day came through heartfelt tributes from his children, Brooke Hogan and Nick Hogan, who remembered their father not just as a global superstar, but as a man with a big heart who valued family, loyalty, and second chances. "He wasn't perfect, but he was real," Brooke shared through tears. "He taught me to believe in myself and to fight for what's right, no matter how tough things get. He was my hero long before he became the world's hero." Nick, who had also had a tumultuous public life, echoed his sister's sentiment. "He never gave up on me, even when I gave up on myself. That's who he was, a fighter, a father, a friend." Their speeches painted a portrait of a man deeply human behind the fame, one who struggled, triumphed, and always tried to protect his family despite the pressures of the public eye. Wrestling legends pay their respects. A handful of Hogan's closest colleagues from the wrestling world were in attendance, including longtime friends Ric Flair and Jimmy Hart. According to sources close to the family, both men shared quiet, reflective moments, remembering their decades on the road together, countless matches, and the profound bond forged through shared battles, both in the ring and in life. Flair was reportedly seen placing a hand on the casket in silent farewell, while Hart, often known as the Mouth of the South, offered a few words of remembrance privately to those gathered. Symbolic details and a personal touch. In a poignant tribute, Hogan's casket was adorned with a simple arrangement of yellow flowers, a nod to his signature red and yellow color scheme that defined his wrestling persona. As the casket was gently lowered, a soft instrumental version of "Real American," his iconic entrance theme, played in the background, bringing many attendees to tears. The music, once used to announce his presence in roaring arenas, now echoed gently in a small, silent chapel. It was a powerful reminder of how deeply he had touched the lives of fans and colleagues alike. Remembering the man behind Hulkamania. While the world knew him as Hulk Hogan, wrestling's ultimate good guy, larger-than-life champion, and household name, his family chose to honor Terry Bollea, the man behind the myth. A son of Clearwater, a devoted father, and someone who believed that everyone deserves redemption and love. Though controversies and personal struggles occasionally clouded his later years, those close to him emphasized his resilience, his enduring optimism, and his loyalty to those he loved. A legacy that transcends the ring Hulk. Hogan's passing has sent shockwaves across the wrestling world, with fans from all over the globe paying tribute online, at wrestling events, and through personal tributes. He leaves behind a legacy that stretches far beyond titles and television appearances. Hogan was more than a wrestler. He was a cultural icon, an embodiment of 1980s and 1990s wrestling glory, and a symbol of hope and strength for a generation of fans. He helped revolutionize sports entertainment, bringing it into the mainstream and inspiring countless young wrestlers who followed in his footsteps. Farewell to Mr. Beach. As his family and friends bid him farewell, they also said goodbye to Mr. Beach, a nickname used fondly by those who knew him best. In his final years, Hogan embraced a quieter life in Clearwater, focusing on personal peace and privacy. Terry Bollea was laid to rest not with fanfare, but with deep love, lasting respect, and silent strength, the same traits that had defined both his career and his life. And so, as the final chords of Real American faded into silence, the world said goodbye to a legend, a father, a friend, and a fighter. Rest in power, Hulk Hogan. Your legacy will live on through the generations you inspired, and the millions who believed in Hulkamania